I'm HunterX. In today's episode, we set up this nice and beautiful looking lava farm and also get into some magmatic power. Let's get into today's episode. The first thing that I want to do in today's episode is I want to go ahead and take all these barrels of different watercolors and I want to put them into jumbo tanks because that way we can store a lot more water so that we don't have to worry about, whether if we have enough water to make resources or not. So in between episodes, I did a lot of prep work. I cooked up a lot of glass and a lot of iron to go ahead and make the jumbo tanks today. So the jumbo tanks are going to require us to make some singularity tanks, and then those singularity tanks get upgraded into jumbo tanks. So we should make about a stack of singularity tanks, and then that stack of singularity tanks will turn into 16 jumbo tanks. And each one of these are just going to go in front of these guys here, so that way we can go ahead and collect the water from them. The plan is to take the tanks, line them up here like this, and then take the fluid pipe like this and run it down into the tanks and separate them, right? So if I come over here and I also break this one as well, and we put a pipe here, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna take our wrench and we're gonna split it down the middle so that way they don't connect. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do here. And then we're gonna go ahead and put some pipes here, and then the barrels will go here. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this situation, but we shall figure it out. Shout out to Space Hardcore 88 for telling me about a very nifty little trick. You can go ahead and hit the Alt key to go ahead and go into crawl mode, which is super useful when building this farm. Actually, I just realized I just built this whole entire farm wrong. I realized that I can just put the tank right up against this and then pull. Okay, that's even better actually. This is the final farm. So we have a tank right here that's gonna get all the liquid. It's gonna fluid hopper it into this barrel. There's gonna be a barrel up here that we're gonna drop sand into, and underneath this barrel is a item cable which is pulling out and putting it into that barrel right there. And I think that's gonna be a well worth upgrade. Okay, so the plan for today's episode is we're gonna get into our very first set of power, which is gonna be the Magmatic dynamo from the thermal expansion series, which means we're gonna need to go ahead and get a bunch of lava automated and a few other things. And I'm gonna need that singularity tank again. I actually might make another one of the jumbo tanks, but for right now I'm just gonna go for the singularity tank because we are gonna automate some lava. So let me grab this for right now. We're gonna need a few things of lava while we're making stuff. Make some extra lava really quickly. The most simplest way to do this is going to be setting up what I call a lava chamber. So we're gonna go ahead and set up these fired crucibles like so, and we're gonna do them all in a line. And what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna place down lava buckets underneath each one of these, like full buckets of lava underneath these guys, and then we're gonna go ahead and pipe in some cobblestone from our cobblestone generator into these guys. Now it is gonna be a bit tricky. I guess we could do the fluid pipes back here and that could be fine. Yeah, I think that's gonna be more than fine. So let me go ahead and set up the lava here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some lava from this tank right here. We have exactly 7 buckets. Okay, and you know what, I should probably do this first. Honestly, I should probably set up the lava first and then do this. I should be able to go ahead and take some item pipes and pipe into this bad boy and make a lot of lava as well. I do want to mention that this is very temporary because once we get power going, we can go ahead and get the magma crucible, which is going to allow us to scale up lava production to an ungodly amount, right? Because we can melt down the cobblestone that we get for 1000 mil buckets of lava, which is pretty good actually. By the way, making the call to switch to these jumbo tanks was such a good call. This is where I'm hoping I'm going to be able to go ahead and just make lava so fast with all the cobblestone that we have in this barrel down here. I'm really hoping that this is going to work out perfect for us. Also, I can probably also, you know what, I'm just going to make another one of those singularity tanks quickly because we are going to be storing a bunch of it. So let me grab this and make a bunch of singularity tanks. So I need 4 to be exact. Perfect. And then that's going to get upgraded to the jumbo tank. Perfect. And then we're going to put that at the end of the line here. So we have officially actually ran out of cobblestone, which is not ideal. Now, I guess what we could do is we could make the igneous extruder, because that way we can make like a lot of cobblestone very quickly, but it needs constantan, right? And constantan is, I guess, just a mixture of nickel and copper, which isn't too bad. But yeah, I guess we can make this. This is actually relatively cheap and not too expensive. So yeah, so we're gonna need some nickel and some copper. So nickel is going to be, where is it? This guy here. It's gonna be yellow and white. Okay, fair enough. And then we need the copper, which is gonna be the green and orange dye. Okay, fair enough. I do think we should probably separate them just a little bit, because that way we're not taking away from our sand production. So it turns out that you can't convert the ingot with the hammer. You actually need the ore. So I just made a bunch of ingots for no reason. I went ahead and made some more of this ore here, and perfect. So now what we can do is we can make a bunch of invar and a bunch of constantan. We don't really need that much constantan, but we can go ahead and take some of our copper with our nickel, wherever that went. That's somewhere. But we could also take our iron and our nickel and make invar. I'm gonna do about half and half here, so 24 of the nickel for the invar and then 24 for the constantan. So we'll go ahead and get those smelted up. I do need a little bit more iron dust, but that's okay. I think for now the 54 invar blend is going to be more than enough. Okay, so we should be ready to go ahead and pretty much make the magmatic dynamos. I think we're going to go with 6 for now. I think I can afford 6. I'm hoping I can afford 6. So we're going to need 6 of these guys. That shouldn't be terrible. There we go. Oh, I made 7. Looks like we're going for 7. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, there's no way we're going to be able to afford 7 of these. I only have 26 invar left. Oh, I can afford a 7. Perfect. And we have 12 left over, so that's good. And we're gonna need a few of the extruder boys. I'm gonna go with, I want to say 3 to start with. I think 3 is gonna be good. I am gonna need a few pistons here, which needs some wood. I think I can use colored wood here. I'm hoping I can use colored wood here. And boom, make some pistons. That should be okay. And then we just need glass and then these redstone servos. 3 of these should be good. And we're pretty much done with the redstone, so we can get rid of the redstone. Let's go ahead and get some glass, and that is going to be 3 igneous extruders like so. Perfect, which means we can go ahead and set up our cobble gen. The way the igneous extruder works, all we're going to do is place it down like so, and we're going to go ahead and set up a nice little thing like this. Okay, so we're going to put water here, lava here, and we're going to keep doing that, so like this, and we're going to keep doing this so that way we can go ahead and get a nice little setup going here, so like this. And we're gonna need some buckets of lava like so. So thankfully we have this guy is nice and full, so lava goes here, and then we need one more bucket of lava for the third one. This is basically going to generate infinite cobble once we go ahead and grab ourselves some water. So there we go. So water is going to go here, and they can also go like this way as well, but I happen to just do it this way. And then now that we have this, these should be generating cobblestone at a semi okay rate. Now that we have these cobble gens hooked up to this guy, we can go ahead and disable it from this guy here, which is super nice, by the way. This is going to give us the cobblestone gen back for the sand generator, right? So now that we have this guy should hopefully handle the production of lava that we're going for, but it doesn't quite look like it's keeping up. So we might need to add a 4th, maybe even a 5th of the extruders here to go ahead and keep up with, I believe, 26 or 27 of these fired crucibles. Okay, so the biggest thing that we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and put down our 7 magmatics. You know what? I think I'm gonna make one more. Okay, with the 8 dynamos in hand now, let's go ahead and place down our dynamos. I guess we'll do it right here's fine. So dynamo. Ooh, no. Can I rotate? I can't rotate them with this. So you know what then? I have an idea. This is gonna be a silly one, so bear with me here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna run it down, and I'm gonna place the dynamos like upside down style. I know that's crazy, but it's gonna look really cool, I feel. So go ahead and do this, and then it's gonna be 4 dynamos like this. I guess this is fine. I was gonna leave a gap in between, but maybe I don't even have to do that. Maybe just this will do fine. So if I do this, that should be fine. And then we're gonna make sure that we, you know, turn up the pressure here. So smack that up there. So there we go. Now we've got power. Now the first thing that we should actually do now is grab all of our ingots out again, and let's quickly make some cyclic batteries real quick. We need 3 of them, and it's 4, so that's gonna be 12 of these weighted pressure plates like so. I'm gonna need a little bit more of that copper nuggies. There we go. And we're gonna need some redstone blocks, so that's gonna be fine. Exactly 3, and that is going to be your batteries now done. We are gonna need some power cables. I don't know how I forgot about those. Oh no, they're not called power cables, they're called energy cables. Right, wait, is that stone brick? Oh, that's stone brick. That's a little weird. Okay, let's quickly make some energy pipes. There we go. We have a stack of stone bricks, and then that should give us quite a bit of stairs. We are gonna need a little bit more redstone, which I have right here. Perfect. The power cable like so. That's gonna get us quite a bit of power cables. There we go. And then all we gotta do is take this lovely power cable like so and place it in front of the dynamo like so. Go ahead and tell it to extract all of the energy like so. And then all we gotta do is simply put down the batteries like so, and that should start to go ahead and fill. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to wrap up today's episode. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode of Skyfactory 5, please do me a huge favor. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, ding dong that notification bell. Become a part of the Council of Elders. As always, guys, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna leave you. Till next time. Bye-bye.
In my mind, reckless thoughts are feeling endless, sitting up on breathless anxiety.